But it's too. October is the 10th month instead of the 8th month. December isn't the 10th month, it's the 12th month. Everything's all fucked up.
Well, right. That's because they inserted July, and I just said that.
Well, the Gregorian
July and August.
Exactly.
The Gregorian calendar is actually genius, and I think it's a sleeper hit because no one acknowledges it.
No, 28-day months. Yep. That's all you need to do.
How do you account for the 365.2422 days a year? That's the actual number.
A leap day every year that's a national holiday. Let's make that election day. There we go. Everybody can go do their shit. But
every 0.22 before
you had one leap day. We had a leap day already every year, right? So you could have that any specific holiday, like New Year's Day is a national holiday. So every 4 years, you've got New Year's Day is a free day. That's a holiday. Everybody has off, and that's its own day, right? So that keeps you 365. Then every fourth year, you got to add a second one, and you could figure out what that would be. But you can also get into the fact, I mean, like right now, most people don't understand how leap year works. Right now, we have leap year.
Hold on.
You have February 29th every 4 years, right? And then you don't have it every 100 years because you need to take it out to readjust. It doesn't bounce.
Yeah. It's an overcorrection.
Is there something different every millennium as well?
It's every 600.
Yeah, there's some seconds.
Every 400 years.
If the 100-year mark is divisible by 400, then it does get a leap year. It's forever.
That's why in the year 2000 we still had one.
Yeah.
So Chig, in your system, do the leap days, like the annual leap days, are those extra month days? Like are they beyond the month? So they're just like their own day? No, so you're putting those in a month.
No. Okay, let's back up for a minute because we started recording.
You got your 13 months. Your leap day is between months.
Let's just eliminate. Let's first say this isn't my system. This is random internet shit I've read over the years.
Now you don't want to take credit.
But let's back this up. No, it just makes sense. Right now we've got random months. Not random, but we got 30 and 31 days, and then 1 month that's got 28 days. If instead of 12 months with those random days, if you went 13 months, all had 28 days, you would just have one leap day every year, which could be New Year's Day, right? So every month has 28 days.
And that's outside of a month. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Exactly. It's one random. It's not part of any month. It's literally the adjustment day for that. But then we'd need another one every, so many years because you're overcorrecting. Yeah. Well, you need that one day and then you need to overcorrect again. But that we're getting off topic. 28 months or 12 months of 28 days, right? 13 months of 28 days is 364 days in a year. So you're really close. You had that one leap day, call that New Year's Day. So every month is the same. Now, think about the beauty of this. Every year, Christmas would be on the same day of the week. Your birthday would be on the same day of the week. Every holiday would fall on the same day of the week because every month is 28 days. Monday through Sunday, it's the same every year.
7, yeah.
So you're not trying to predict shit every year. 4th of July every year.
Months are 4 weeks instead of 4.4 for all of the bookkeepers out there.
And everything just fits nicely. So anybody with OCD, this would work nicely because every month is the same, and your seasons, are a little wonky because you can't divide it into 4 equal seasons because you're dividing by
drift around anyway.
Exactly.
So here's my question then, Jig. Here's my actual question. If all that is true, then does that make 28 days later a movie pleading for a better calendar system?
Oh my God, have you guys watched 28 Years Later yet?
I haven't. It looks stupid.
Oh my God,
really?
it's different. It's interesting, and then like the last 4 minutes of that movie are like, what the fuck did they just do at the end of this movie?
Yep.
So yeah,
it sounds about right.
Yeah, it was interesting. So
wake up, it's all a dream.
So for everybody on the Gregorian calendar, this is the 308th show for the 30th.
Is that visible by 28?
No, hold on, Lark. It's not. It's episode number 308.
It
is the 330th show from the Loose Screws.
My bad.
Correct.
Which is why we got talking about calendars, because of how screwed up our numbers are.
Yeah.
So it's the 308th episode for 30th of October, 2025.
Back up one more second. Moon cycles are much closer to 28 days, almost.
It's true.
Exactly.
It lines up much better with that. So if we just wait to start this on the right day.
Everything. 28 days works better for everything in our entire world. And we've fucked up our brains. Our little monkey brains have been confused since we started using the genius Gregorian calendar that Adaxius touts.
Love it.
This is a loose
I think it was
big ups to my Gregorian boys.
I think the Gregorian thing that he was lauding was screwed up later by the Romans.
Yeah, I'm sure they had it figured.
I think it's all.
It was at least closer to right before.
Yeah.
I mean, even think about it. There's really 13 zodiac signs, and you know how much I follow astrology. So you need the 13th, but one's always hidden behind the sun. So they just kind of got rid of it. Now we just have the 12 that we have. So
that's exactly something
Wasn't that Ophiuchus? I think it was Ophiuchus.
Yeah, I think you are correct.
Ficus, isn't that a plant?
Why do you guys let me on this show?
3311.
You want another Loose Screws podcast, or are you just going to cut it in between podcast and Romans?
I'm going to cut it right there.
Wow.
Oh, good grief. I am Commander Lark Shadow. I'm your host for tonight, and I am joined by the illustrious Commander Chig.
Never call me illustrious ever again.
The incomparable Jiminy Tricks.
I can't be compered.
Being compered is the worst.
Completely incomparable.
The radiant Roy Cookson.
Ooh, radiant. I like that.
And Adaxius.
He's back.
Nobody
Does anybody
cares.
have the fairy song on cue? I don't have that in my board.
I just have the alliteration one.
My daughters sing that to me ever since I played it to them.
Ever since he made them do it.
It makes my day.
He forced them to learn that entire song and sing it to him every day.
Today we learned Daxi tortures his children with AI internet music.
Big hit in the old homestead. Yeah,
Good.
it's good to be back, guys. I am
Speaking of which, you've been gone a while. What's up, man?
Yes, I had 6-week renovation that I had just now wrapped up, and I made it out alive. By hook or by crook, I had allotted a week for it, and it ended up taking 6. And when I say I didn't have time or mental energy for the game or Discord or anything, I mean, I worked 16 hours a day, either at my job or on my house for a month and a half. And thank God I'm done.
Back.
Yikes.
I have not logged into Elite since September 18th. So I don't even know if I get to be on the podcast anymore, but here I am. It's good to be.
That answer is obvious.
Didunk. Yeah,
Again.
I missed you guys, and I've missed the game. But I now never have to look at my early 1990s era home again. It's fully updated.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Can you send me pictures of your home? Because I want to go back to the 90s.
I get mocked enough having shown my face in the Discord once. I don't know if I can open up my house.
You are so full of shit. Your face has been on our Discord. We've had face reveals, and then there's Daxi everywhere.
Yeah, only because I broke the dam. I was like, well, okay, well, it's that ship has sailed. Maybe I'll share a photo or two. I am actually pretty proud of it. We did some substantial changes, including raising a floor.
Yeah, I just want the
putting in all new
pictures.
flooring. Yeah. It was a standard late 80s.
He hates your Reno.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a roast Daxi's crew. We'll do a cribs episode.
A
loose screws crib.
Christ, we are back in the 90s.
You guys can roast it.
So would it be cribs or pods if we're in space?
God. I don't care. At least I can customize my own home in real life because I still can't my fleet carrier. Oh shit. Oh. Anyway, really good to be back, guys. Glad you can have me. You guys still play the game, right? Or do we?
Oh,
Yeah, we've actually all moved to No Man's Sky, didn't you know that?
Okay, cool. I could get that. Yeah, I'm expecting in the time that I was gone that I've long since missed the conclusion to the hip 87621 storyline, right? That's all wrapped up and long gone, right?
Yeah, it
Not
was
so much.
it was a mining laser the whole time.
As far as we know.
Cool. Okay, neat. I figured they would wrap that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
And the Type 13 came out. I heard, wow, very cool.
Yeah, we'll get the Type 12 7 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
So before this completely goes off the rails, Roy, how you doing?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing great. Let's see. In-game, managed to stay in the 75th percentile with both of my characters in the CG. You know, that whole thing about having an alt has really backfired on me. The goal was to have one in the black and one in the bubble, so I'd never have FOMO. And I just ended up pulling the one from the black, and now they're both having FOMO to do the CGs. So that's going great.
Double FOMO.
And then the Halloween event, I've done it with one, and I've got to do it with the other. So
It's FUMU.
FOMO.
Double FOMO.
So
I'm sorry,
that's,
but I only
that's in-game.
accept free-range artisanal FOMO.
Yeah. In real life, I've actually had a pretty busy week. I mean, I'm still batching it. My wife gets back next week, but I've been doing some in real life astronomy. I dusted off the telescope and camera. I've been chasing some comets, and it's really in preparation for there's an interesting one that's going to be visible in December that's kind of all over the news. So I've been practicing on 2 comets that are visible now. C, for the nerds, C2025 R2 Swan and C2025 A6 Lemon. I've posted some pics in our exploration channel on the Discord of my efforts so far. And the one I'm prepping for is 3i Atlas. You might have heard a few things about it in the news. If anything in your feed has anything to do with space or paranormal or aliens or all kinds of fringe stuff.
Just because of that one guy.
I call it AI Atlas.
I think of that. Honestly, I think that every time I see it, my brain first goes AI. Oh no, it's the thing.
Avi Loeb is the one who was sort of beating the drum, but it's been blown way out of proportion. Even what he said has been really stretched. There's
Avi Loeb. I don't know how many interviews you've seen or heard with him. He is a bit of a a character.
Okay.
He needs to stop talking. He's just such an embarrassment. I'm sorry.
If you want to cut through the hype, the short Joe Rogan clip, it's about 15 minutes from the longer interview he did with him, is actually really good, and it's pretty grounded. And he talks about the basic things that he put in the paper he wrote and how it kind of ran from there.
And that's where I am. Just real quick on that. I've listened to interviews with him in the past because when oh my God, Amori Mori was through. Yeah, Muamua. There you go.
Yeah.
When that came through, he was front and center on that one too. And so I've seen a lot of interviews with him over time, and he's got a lot of very grounded views, but he also has things that go beyond, and you need to sort through what's what. So he's definitely interesting.
If you haven't seen the Joe Rogan bit, that's why I liked it, because
I watched the whole thing. Yeah,
he did stick in. Well, at least the 15 minutes they put in the short, he was sticking to the science. And
I listened to all 3 hours. So
okay, well, it is an interesting comet. There are different things happening with it, but honestly, n equals 3 of interstellar comets. So, of course, there's going to be new and interesting things. At any rate, I want to be able to see it for myself when it's visible again, so I can see for myself what's going on, and not because I'm sure there's going to be a storm of coverage and misinformation and all kinds of hype, and I'd rather just see for myself. So that's what I'm preparing for. So yes, that's what I've been up to.
Very nice. How about you, Chig?
Oh, I didn't talk enough already?
No.
I thought I was done.
Never.
His whole thing was calendars this week.
Okay, so
he starts talking about calendars again.
I forgot how this works. Usually when me and Trex are both here, we just freeform this. We're actually going through.
By now we'd have been talking about our favorite paint jobs.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. In game, I've played some CQC. Oh my God. When did this thing end? It ended on Tuesday, right?
Tuesday, yeah.
That last CG. So Monday night, I was bored as hell, had nothing to do. So I kept flying around the CG system. Figured last night people are getting their last hauls in. I'd try to get ganked and see if any gankers were there. Flying around my Corsair. Of course, nobody's going to pull me in my Corsair. So then I go and grab my Panther Clipper, it's called tag is Chum, and I'm flying it around, and nobody's
Is that the
me.
one with
Nobody's
pulse
pulling me.
lasers that are all
Yes,
funsies?
all 9. So
Scrabble Spectrum.
Don't get pulled, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bed. So I log off in system because I got to turn in the CG stuff the next day to collect the credits and stuff. So then the next day I log in. I'm not even logged in for 2 seconds. Nobody's hauling anything anymore. And I get pulled by a ganker instantly. Like,
what?
I just pop in. I'm like, what the hell? So I go and it's a Python 2. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see. And I never deploy my weapons. I wait to see if they're going to be roleplay pirates and stuff. And I was ready to tell him, dude, I have no cargo. I can't give you no cargo. But instead, he deploys weapons, starts shooting. I'm like, all right, let's just play along. And I'm shooting. We're going back and forth. And my shields are finally down to 20 after all my shield banks are gone. His shields are at like 10%. And I'm like, should I stay or should I go? I'm like, I don't feel like getting blown up right now. So I jump out, go rearm, and then jump back into the system. And same guy pulls me instantly. I'm like, Jesus Christ, his name's like, I don't call out gankers on the show because why encourage them?
Because they
pulls
want
me
attention.
Again. And this time, I remembered that I had a fighter in this. So I deploy my fighter too, and we duke it out. And it actually gets to where I ended up losing the fight, but he was down to 30% hull when he finally blew me up. And honestly,
dang.
If you're a ganker and you can't kill a Panther Clipper, I don't care how it's armed, you should be able to fucking kill me.
Yes.
But he was talented enough that, I've got a cell bank canceling railgun. I couldn't land a shot on him. He was good enough. He stayed behind me that, my turret pulse lasers, So it was an interesting fight. And then of course afterwards, I send him a friend request and we chat a little bit. In the first fight, I shouldn't have ran. He was completely out of ammo. I should have just stuck around.
Oh, no.
He would have either had to run away or I would have got him. But on the second fight, he did eventually get me. And I was trying to figure out because he was ramming me to try to get my shields down. And I didn't put two
so
together.
Run out of ammo again.
Yeah, he's conserving ammo. And, my fear was shield goes down because those frags, I'm fucked at that point. Even though I've got a fair amount of armor, I'm not going to survive long because you're literally giving them a target the size of the sun to shoot at. I got killed by a ganker and BS'd back and forth a little bit. But here's the difference between me and other people. I have a ganker and I know Trax the same way. They're on my friend list. They can come try to kill me anytime they want after that because we are now friends. Yay. And other people block gankers. And that's just not how I play. My block list is empty because I just don't care. So that was my weekend game. Oh, and played CQC with the Angels on Friday night. We had a lot of good matches there too. That's a normal Friday thing now. They're a good group of guys. They have some pilots who are really good, and they've got like one guy who's come back to the game after a little bit of a break, and that guy's got some definite skills. And it's definitely fun and it's challenging, and we have fun. Thanks for always inviting us, Benevin.
Thanks, Benevin. Yeah, it's gotten a lot tougher since the first couple of times I flew with those guys in CQC. Yeah, they've gotten a lot tougher.
Yeah, the moment I realized that the Ashley's Angels guys, aside from all the memes, were the real deal was when LYR and Ashling were against each other in that CG. Because holy crap, they could throw down, man.
They've got a good group of PvPers. We're still trying to work out an evening where we can all not CQC it in real game, have a nice little PvP throwdown session and just, blow each other up. And I'm looking forward to that because CQC is a different game. It teaches you some things, teaches you pit management and stuff, but it is a different game than being in game. I mean, those those fighters boost to 250-ish. You get in real game and you're boosting to 600. It's a different game. So that's real life. I'm still alive. There we go. Carry on.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yay.
Jiminy Tricks. How you doing, man?
Me. Yes. Well, yes. What have I done? I've been away a little bit. I guess not that much more than usual. We lost my older dog. A little over a week ago. So it's been a sad time, but he was quite old. He was 13 and a half, which is extremely old for a dog his size. And he seemed to be doing great, but it all kind of caught up with him and he got real sick and wouldn't eat and one day didn't want to come on the walk with me in the morning, and then ended up kind of collapsing in the backyard. And
buddy,
we got him. It was just kind of everything. He ended up acutely. He had like a pancreatic infection that was just screwing his whole system up. But he had a bunch of tumors and stuff too. So it was just like, okay. So we got him comfy and had a real good day with him, where he was back up and happy to eat some chicken that I'd boil up for him, something easy to digest, and wagging his tail and seeing, actually standing up to greet people a little bit when they came in the door, and then had somebody come out to the house to help me with it. There's a service around here that'll do that. So I was able to kind of hold him in the backyard, and that was rather nice. My wife took it really hard. I think it's kind of her first time kind of losing a family member, really.
Yeah.
Odd to be this old and stuff, but she's, it's like fortunate to have that thing, but it was interesting kind of how differently everybody takes it. But yeah, anyway, real sad, but I've had my time and we had a good long time with him and everything. So slowly getting used to that normalcy, but I also haven't really played Elite in a week since then, kind of just doing other things and stuff, being with people and thoughts and feelings and all that. But prior to that, I do remember, I guess it was early in this CG, Chig and myself screwing around hunting. I guess the plan was hunting pirates in the CG system. We went on the hunt. That night. This was a couple of weeks ago now.
I forgot actually, about that. Yeah.
It was at first really frustrating and nothing was happening. But then this group of 3 pirates actually attacked us, which was great. We had a good fight, which we won, but they really weren't outfitted super correct for it. But still, a 3-on-2 is tough. But once again, made some friends. We blew up the one and the others ran. Yeah, that's what it came down to. Because they were going to lose if they stayed. It was a good fight, but made some friends. And yeah, I also managed to stay. I participated in the CG. I wanted another one of those cargo rack things. And now the Panther Clipper is available for free. I guess I have a fuel hose to
free, a pile of credits.
Oh, that's free. I mean, credits are free.
Credits, one of those.
Credits are free. I ran through the Halloween thing.
So did I.
Without spoilers, I'll say this. If you haven't done it yet, you need an SRV for 1 spot. And I tried really hard to not use one.
So did I.
So I had to go buy an SRV just for one of the things. So make sure you have an SRV. That's the only thing
I am
you
so
need.
proud of you guys for using the SRV.
Well, it wasn't possible. I nosed right into to try to scan the thing without an SRV, and it wasn't possible. And I would do that if it was possible. So
yep, I know.
The highlight for me, without any disrespect to, some of the Halloween events have been rather elaborate, had voice acting and really cool stories. I'm thinking of the one with like the white spider things underground and stuff.
Oh gosh, that one scared me.
I loved that. But not everything can have that much work put into it. No big deal, no disrespect. But my highlight from the whole thing was when I got to the end, somebody in system chat in the last system just posted, in a room full of total silence, just posted, "Is that it, lol?" And that's the only chat for like a half an hour.
Peak system chat.
It's great.
That's
Out of
fantastic.
nowhere. Out of nowhere. No context.
Well, and the thing though is when you no spoilers, when you complete it, it doesn't tell you that you completed it. It's just
It doesn't.
done.
Yeah.
It's just like, ta-da!
Oh,
It's kind of a
that's
justified
funny.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to get rewards. It gives you no indication that you got anything, and it's just done.
Oh,
So,
that's funny.
yeah.
Yeah. It's being in the CG, and you get in the CG system, and system chat's oddly quiet, and then out of nowhere, after like a 3-minute dead silence, someone's like, "What the hell? Get back here, you coward! Fight me like a man!"
Yeah.
I've got
It's like,
that
who
on
are
a
you? It's like, who
macro.
are you talking to?
They'll tell them to come fight you IRL because they can't, because they won't
God.
get out of mother's basement.
Lord, it never gets
Anyway.
old.
Oh, completely random. Just because I'm holding it in my hand, I broke a spring on a Verpal today for the first time in 6,000 hours.
Oh, good job.
Is
Yeah,
this
mine-
possible? Aren't those
mine
like
broke this week, too.
$6,000 a piece?
No, it was in the base. It was one of the cam springs.
okay.
I had never broken one of these, and all of a sudden I'm playing, and even when it broke, I could still play
Right.
relatively easily. I'm like, that's just a
You
little
just
bit
don't
weird,
have
but
the
I could play
recentering
that
force.
way. Yeah, and
I forgot
so
to
then-
mention this, Chig, but after you signed off and we were chatting, was it yesterday? The yaw spring on my Constellation Alpha snapped.
Oh, really? See, I
That
broke
would be
two
my
of those
guess.
back when I was
Yeah.
doing my CQC run because I was beating the fuck out of these sticks at that time. 4
Yeah.
hours of hard combat every day. I'd broken two of those, and I haven't broken one of those now since then. Knock on wood. It's relatively easy to replace, but
Yeah.
I had never broken a cam spring.
Yeah. That's the guess, right? Because the torsion spring that they put
Yeah.
in the twist axis that's the weakest sort of
100%,
shape to
100%.
build metal,
Yeah.
but like they're very replaceable, no big deal.
Kind of
Yeah.
sounds like Chig's bad luck, though. Like, don't talk to him if you've got a good piece of kit that's in your hands.
Well, see,
It's the part that's going to wear out. I mean, that's why they're made to be serviceable. I've popped 2 springs in my VKBs over the years, so I still have 6 spares laying around from what
like
they
that's
sent
the
me.
first
So.
time I've ever had to get into the base of one of these, and
Mhm.
I've never no lubrication. These are, basically maintenance free, no lubrication ever, have
Yeah.
never had to replace a spring, have never had to do anything with the cams. So it was kind of like one of those things like, I wonder
does this
where the
work?
fuck those springs are. And I had to go searching a little bit because I knew I put them someplace where I'd know where they were. I didn't know where
Yeah.
that was, but I did eventually find it. And yeah, it took me, like 5 minutes to replace once I found the springs. And I just put in the same strength as before, but it was interesting. But I mean, like me and Roy, we're not peasants. We have verb.
You guys buy the shit. Yeah.
The other
yeah.
day, it was hard to move my mouse to the left for just like a minute. It was like the
Oof.
worst.
That's really rough, man. My shoulder button on my Xbox controller has been giving me some trouble.
Oh, man. Got to get in there.
Yeah.
Right? There's
You
like
are playing
$100
video
skins.
games. Me, Trax, and Roy are flying spaceships. It's just
Oh, God.
Oh,
Peak elite shit talk.
I just crashed my Coriolis
You're
trench
playing a
run when you
game.
made that comment.
I'm a commander. Get out of here.
okay. I'm using my Xbox controller. Okay,
I love it.
okay, consoles. Am I right?
Look,
Uh-huh.
look.
God.
With a controller like that, with a gamepad, you're either
Mhm.
playing a video game or you're driving
Mhm.
a faulty submarine, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's what it feels like flying this game.
I
with
think
an
when they
Xbox
discontinued console support, they should have discontinued console controller support.
controller.
that would have
Saying,
been so funny.
Just purely out of spite. There's no need
Yeah.
for it. They just
No.
intentionally
No need
borked
for it. It's
Shut it
arguably
down.
the best controller for the SRV, but
Yeah,
let's
I
just
use it for
cut
the
it off
SRV.
anyway.
Fuck these
Yeah.
guys, man.
Yeah.
Get Xbox. That's funny.
Oh, we're gonna get hate mail tomorrow. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
No,
I
I'm
no,
going
caused
to
yeah,
get
that
hate mail
lot.
anyways. Who
My
cares?
bad.
I mean, but like, oh my God, 7 years in this game. Just imagine, Chig, giving up your sticks and switching to mouse and keyboard. That's
No.
what adopting any other form of controller.
I don't
would feel
have
like.
to think about
Yeah.
that, and you can't make me.
Yeah. So, Xbox controller it is. Yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
consoles, am I right?
Am I right?
Yep.
Nobody's asked Lark to talk yet, right? Lark.
Oh,
no,
he's here?
I've got nothing to talk about, to be honest. I'm still just working, and my wife is still just working in her new job. And I'm going to get a phone call in about half an hour probably when she gets off work. And at that point, might leave it to you guys. We'll see.
Oh, we'll be done
All
with this
right.
bullshit by then. Half an hour? What
Yeah,
are we
you
gonna
bet. What do you
talk
think,
about?
guys? We can wrap this in 30, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
totally.
got
Yeah.
Let's go. Squad
That's-
update.
Yeah,
Let's hit this.
yeah.
Let your wife know it's your fault.
Squadron update.
No, hold on. I
That'll
didn't
be
bring
actual
my
sound.
Roy's Tech is here.
Are we doing the squadron now?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
squad
update
update.
now? Okay.
Nap time.
Incoming priority message.
Squadron briefing.
All right. So the BGS is still busted and fun in old ways.
I thought it was fixed.
Yeah, I thought it was fixed,
It was,
man.
and then it wasn't.
Oh, not all fixed.
No, but at least they're
tell me
trying.
more, but I don't care.
Wait, they fixed it when I was gone and I missed
Go
it?
back to sleep, Jig.
For like
They
a week.
threatened
Yeah,
to
there was a
fix it.
song and everything.
Oh.
Now, there was a post by one of the devs that they think they got worked out what's going on with the BGS and that it would take effect the next tick. And that was 2 weeks ago. And
Nothing.
it seemed to work for like a day or two, maybe 4. And then it just all unraveled again.
It made all the old wars finally procced and stacked on top of each other. And then it was, last I heard,
Yeah,
it was like,
We
is
suddenly
it going
had
to move
like,
on from that? And so
Oh,
I guess it
that's
hasn't
funny.
really.
They're just in a big room full of pipes, venting steam, just banging on things
Yeah.
with a big monkey wrench. They're like,
"Now
what?
do it."
What else can you do, man? Something this complex? My gosh.
Elite servers are steam powered. I love
Yeah,
it.
steam pipes, and then it's the guy banging the fucking thing and just
You got to go
right?
see the
Oh
man
my
with the wrench.
Exactly,
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah.
Is his name
Well,
Mario?
Yeah, that's what.
me.
Yeah, Chig, didn't you know that's what AWS stands for? All with Steam.
Uh,
Boo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
AWS
Hey.
jokes aren't funny anymore, man.
I crack
Yeah.
myself up.
Well,
So I've been actually out in about 600 light years from the bubble helping Bloomingwood with colonization. And Volt's been out here too as able. And it's just,
I
we've
think
been having
Oblivious
fun out
too.
here. Would recommend.
I know because one of my AX ships I parked on Oblivious's carrier, so it would always be handy. Because he was always
It's
there.
not handy.
And then he flew it way the fuck out, and I was like, "What the hell is going on out here?" And I'm like narrating the system, the rando system he's in, and it turns out it was colonized by Bloomingwind, and I was like, "Oh."
Just
See,
now,
we-
Bloomingwind is hearing about how he could have put more materials on his carrier, but your ship was in the way.
Just another example of we play different games, apparently.
That makes me so happy. That's the squadron update. So let's take it over to the PP report.
This is the short PP report.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
It's average, so get your facts straight.
Alrighty, does somebody want to read the notes I pasted in there from Kruger?
There's notes?
should I do it and pretend I know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
do it.
All right, guys,
Put
Cycle
on a voice.
52. All right, man, it's been a real good run over the past 6 weeks. I've definitely been involved in here in Cycle 52.
Wait, I
Prince
just want to
Zach?
stop 1 second. I want to cut you off. Is it really cycle 52 and each cycle is a week? So this has been a year of this shit now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, happy anniversary
I mean-
PowerPoint.
Of this
2.0.
stuff. Sorry, this awesome
Yeah, good
stuff.
job. Good back
Crap.
pedal.
Yep,
God,
it's been a year of the
Hey,
best.
carry
update
on
in
with
the
your
game.
happy Daxi voice. Go on.
Princess Aisling lost 3 strongholds. Can you believe it? She's got to get those CQC guys back moving merits. Poor sods. Anyway, first time she's lost anything since more than half a year ago, cycle 22. So maybe the tides are turning for good old blue hair.
Well, you can
All
only
right.
look at feet pics so long, so.
Ugh, that word has been ruined by this player base for me.
It was a really meaningful word for you before, was it?
Ugh, yeah.
What word?
I don't want to talk
Pigs?
about it.
Is that a single
Both.
word?
Just
Either pics
both.
or feet.
God, why don't rub it in?
What about
Yong-Rui
Download the feat. Got it.
Across all the boards this week with 39 new systems. There's a new stronghold in those systems.
Damn.
Fantastic job, Yong-Rui.
Spectacular.
I missed you. Possibly the most gained in PP 2.0. I definitely know what that means because I'm doing the update. Kaine
It's the
upgraded five
biggest
systems.
1 week PP.
Ah, okay. So the biggest PP we've seen in a year. Got it.
Razzers.
Kaine up
In a week, in a year.
Christ. Kaine upgraded 5 systems to strongholds. That's a shit ton of strongholds, especially how many merits they are each. Wow. And Delaine, poor old Delaine, got hit with a lost 4 systems. And Torval, no one cares about. Anyway, some steady trends showing in the powers. The leaderboard is getting pretty well sorted, and the nice guy KrugerFive. What happened to this sentence? Sorry, I'm reading something that got screwed up. I'm going to read it word for word. The Nicey KrugerFive won then after that they may be a really long wait. So that definitely means something to someone.
Sounds like Charlie.
I didn't
from
even
It's
notice
Always
that.
Funny.
Punctuation. Yeah.
If everyone keeps playing the same for the Frontier leaderboard, here's the passing predictions coming from, this sounds like it's from Kruger. Torval might surpass Delaine, which is a badge of shame Delaine will wear for all eternity. Arissa's going to pass up Mahone, which actually means a lot because Mahone was on top forever, just numerically, not actually proportionally, but Mahone started PowerPoint with a ton of systems up at the top, like north end of the bubble. And then Kaine passes Archer in 24 cycles, which is 6 months. So God only knows if that's if those trends are gonna play out. Anyway, that is the PowerPoint update that I definitely have been staying on top of. You're welcome,
I
guys.
cannot believe
Great job.
PowerPlay 2 is a year
Very good.
old. What the
It
fuck?
feels like longer
Yeah.
to me.
Been a
man.
weird year.
The
Straight up.
opposite reaction. Oh God, it's so long.
Yeah.
We're like, it's been a year. Oh, what have I done with my life? What existential crisis?
Just as a quick year in retrospect, I am really happy to see that the static borders immobility of PowerPoint 1.0 is just not in any way, shape, or form. Like the bubble's got a really cool mix. It's the locations are basically the same, but there's been a lot of mixing at the borders. You can tell there's been
how much of mixing at the borders happened before PowerPlay 2.0? Because you didn't pay attention to it at all, so you have no idea if the borders ever changed, do you?
It was basically
just
0
curious.
before.
How much did they change before this update?
Yeah.
I was under the
PowerPlay
impression with one that they got relatively static because they had there was that penalty. I think it was gauged always from the distance to your power's one base. And it basically set this finite limit that you couldn't expand beyond. Huh. And that just created these lobes that were basically static in size. That's gone now. We still have the penalties, but they took over the penalties from the Thargoid War, that it's related to the number of surrounding systems and how close the closest stronghold is. But there is no one center. The only analog to that in PowerPoint 2.0 is every power has one system that can't change hands, but there haven't been any wars big enough that someone gets knocked all the way down.
Let me rephrase that question because that was a long-winded answer. I think what I meant to say is I would have had no idea if the borders changed before more in PowerPlay 1 or PowerPlay 2 because I haven't paid attention to either. So there we go. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. So after a year
I
of
see
it,
what the mistake was. I don't think that was a question at all, Chig.
No, that was my first mistake. I never inserted a question mark anywhere.
There's your problem.
It was statement, then statement. Yeah. And Daxi answered both of them. Outstanding.
Yep. I just like to jaw. But
yes, you do.
That's that.
All right.
You know what I think this podcast needs right now? Just randomly?
What?
I think it needs more Roy Cookson. He hasn't said a whole lot. What do you got to say, Roy?
I'm about to be saying a whole lot in a few minutes, so I thought I'd let you guys jog for a bit. That's all.
What do we got?
Yeah.
Is there something in the notes that I don't know about?
You'll see it. You'll see it in the bottom of the notes.
Good. Then I won't pressure you to talk
It's
more.
coming. It's coming. Don't worry.
Anyway,
I reached my Daxi quota and I needed some Roy in my life. All right, go ahead, Lark.
Wow.
What the?
I hadn't even saved up any deficit after 6 weeks. I'm played out.
No, it resets weekly,
Anyways,
man.
in Galnet news, the Panther Clipper has entered full production, which means that Chig and Trax both have a bigger fuel hose for their carrier now.
I've had the Panther Clipper for ever.
Okay,
Chig
Trax.
bought the thing. He wanted.
So did I.
He wanted 2 of each rack. He likes.
I like big
Racks.
racks.
Yeah.
I cannot lie.
I'm just going to brush right over that. Oh, goodness. And the brewer construction thing, was that a recent update? I thought that was last week.
That was the
28th,
conclusion of
2
the
days
Oh,
ago.
that's the conclusion of the CG. They achieved their targets. Megaship traffic, blah, 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 HIP 867-621-5309.
And them saying they're going to construct a science and security enclave around the permit lock system.
Yeah, I think we really don't know what the hell this is going to be, right? This is all like, what are they even talking about as far as any reference to something that we've seen before?
My
I'm
new
surprised-
theory
I'm
about this.
surprised that there was no development in that direction when
I
was gone.
agree.
I would have
This
figured
week,
that
there
would
should
had
have been
kind of
something.
conclusion. I figured it was aiming towards Halloween and the whole October consortium thing.
Well, I was getting
But
ready to
apparently
fly
not.
out. I was going to fly my carrier out last night to the California Nebula because we're planning a Thargoid killing thing next week. So I was going to go do some scouting, but I didn't want to leave because I thought the tick this morning we might get some news on this permit lock system. And no, I guess space crickets.
My current theory on what's in that system has changed, actually. I now think it is Guardian Salvation related biolife, just because I want it to be that.
Dude, it better. They got so much potential with that salvation thing that I can't say they dropped the ball because they could pick it up again. But I'm like, come on, please let that pay off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the front. No,
Anyway,
Mark.
okay.
I know I can check back. I can check back with you in 15 minutes, and you'll have a new theory with me that's just as convoluted.
Oh, 100%. I'm not even denying that.
Well, hey, silver lining though is I guess at least it progresses the story more than just being a one-off holiday event, which I halfway was calculating it would be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Anyway, who knows? Maybe it's actual new on-foot gameplay. Lord knows there hasn't been any added since Odyssey dropped.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants.
I would love it.
It's not that
Speaking
bad.
of what
I
everybody
would love
wants,
I love the on-foot stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I do.
speaking of what everyone wants, Chig, there's new paint jobs in dev news. And I believe the Halloween event also involves some paint jobs you can get for free as well. Someone correct me on that. I haven't done it yet, so I don't know.
You could put some new paint jobs on some of your museum pieces. Great. Thanks.
Yeah,
Ev.
there's two Halloween paints, I guess, 2 different versions of colors of it for Asp Explorers or Python Classics.
Yep.
And a suit with a pumpkin for a head.
Which I think is all
old stuff,
than the
right?
one. No, it's a new version than the one in the past. This one has like a green tint to it. I noticed because you don't get an alert when you finish the Halloween event. So then I went to cosmetics and it's like, oh, there's a second pumpkin head that I didn't have before. So it is it is a little bit different. So.
You're kind of year round in the pumpkin head, aren't you, Chig?
I
think that's all I've seen you in.
I do wear it year round. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love doing ground CZs because I actually do like the ground stuff. I have fun with it once in a while. I don't make stuff up like Daxi, but I actually do fight in ground CZs.
Since day one of Odyssey, I've been the only defender of it. I still really like it.
I have 6 weeks of taking shots at you. I got to catch up on. You thought that you know it would have reduced and you would have bought a reprieve, but it actually built up. I've been waiting for you to come back to do this.
Jake's totally pent up from picking on you.
Yeah, I need a release, man. Give me some
like a
back
steam
water.
valve. You got to let the pressure out, Daxi.
Where's our
So,
wrench
but
guy?
no, I have worn that pumpkin head since I first got it. I wear the skeleton suit and I wear the pumpkin head, and it's a lot of fun in CZs because if a real player shows up there, I stand out like a sore thumb. Oh, there's a real player there, and it's the dumbest thing I could possibly do. But hey, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell?
Hey, I like to do ground CZs in my freaking Artemis suit. So I mean, there's dumber things you can do.
That is the larkest thing I've ever heard.
Well, it has damage resist on it, and I like jumping around with my freaking rocket launcher like I'm playing Quake.
Damage resist on it.
Oh, no, Chig, I don't think you understand. It resists damage.
No, it's right there on the tin.
This one resists damage.
Could have wore a Dominator.
You can put resist damage on
not-
all of the suits, and the other ones are stronger to begin with, and maybe never mind. I can't. Make it stop.
I'm so glad I regularly perplex you so much.
Oh, God. One of these nights, I'm just going to go dead silent in the middle of the show, and you guys are going to know it's because something Lark said popped an aneurysm in my brain, and I just dropped dead right on the spot.
God.
Well,
You're like, Chig,
don't put that weight on me.
Can you will your verbals to one of us ahead of time, please?
Oh my God. Roy Cookson could make up my voice in VR. I'm pretty sure it won't. Well, it won't be tech specialist Fred Cookson anyway. It'll be tech specialist Chig's ghost, and he'll play all kinds of crazy shit.
The ghost of Chug's past.
Oh my God.
Oh goodness. And the discussion can be whatever you guys want. I just put those ideas in there as ideas.
All right, here's the discussion.
CQC.
Here's the discussion. Let's theory craft a on-foot conflict zone with the flight suit. What's your weapon loadout?
The Tormentor, the plasma pistol.
It's
And
always going to be
lots
the
of
rocket launcher.
ducking and weaving.
Rocket
There's a
launcher,
meta, right?
laser
Is it just
rifle,
always
stay
rocket
away.
launcher?
Just
Always
stay
rocket
far
launcher.
away.
But with the
No,
flight
a
suit,
Dominator suit, dual shotguns with stored reload is really nice because you shoot your shots and you switch shotguns and you just run through like you're John Wick or something.
Flight suit, you can only carry a sidearm.
See, this is why I use the Artemis
Oh.
suit. Because you got that in a rocket launcher and you're basically playing Quake.
Wait. What's that
You can't-
GoldenEye mode? Knives, slappers only.
Knives
suit,
only.
You can only punch.
the karate chop.
The true melee build, the sleeper
Remember-
melee build of Elite.
Remember when you used to be able to
Dangerous?
punch a ship till it blew up?
Yes,
That was
the flight
fast.
suit punching.
I don't know why we would need a theory craft though, Mr. Jiminy Tricks, because with this game we can literally have all of our suits with us wherever we are at any time, really. So
Having
It's
played
just,
games
it's
that
just a
weren't that
personal
way?
challenge.
Yeah,
It's like fighting the Hydra with an eagle.
yeah. The punching
God.
flight suit
like
We
gameplay.
climb that hill
yourself in the
because it's there,
dick
you know.
with brass
Exactly.
knuckles.
So is it true you can only use a sidearm with the flight suit?
Yes. So
Wait,
Do you have
Can you
any
actually-
utilities or anything?
You actually
Nope.
disembark in just the flight suit? I didn't even know you could.
Run around.
Yeah,
You
you
have
can.
that zapper thing.
Because you don't
could
have
zap people
you don't
with.
have to own a suit.
Oh, gotcha.
Odyssey
Right,
is
interesting.
optional.
So if you don't own a suit, like if you were a Horizons player and you bought Odyssey and you didn't restart your commander, then you wouldn't just be gifted a suit at the end of the training, right? And
Okay.
you'd have to land somewhere and walk out, and they don't make you do it naked, so you get a flight
If you
suit.
don't, if you don't have a suit, do you still have that tool that overcharges doors? Because you
I don't
can,
know.
you can attack
Yes.
people with that.
Isn't
Oh,
that
yeah,
Okay,
you
there
can.
you go.
fabric tool?
You
I
can
thought
knock
Maybe zap
them
kills.
unconscious, but it actually just kills them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So unconscious that they never become
So
conscious again.
unconscious that they never wake up.
The
This is
ultimate
not lethal.
unconscious.
It just kills you.
But officer, it said it knocks them unconscious, so free to go, right?
Does it have a shield? Does it have a boost pack? Can you not jump
Yes,
if you
it has a
don't?
boost pack. It has a boost pack.
Well, your flight suit that you
Yeah.
sit in your cockpit chair in has
And a shield?
boost back and a shield.
I don't know if it has a shield.
Yep.
But it has,
It's a
you
very
can-
tiny one, but it
it's a
exists. It's
very-
more like a tiny thruster for emergencies than anything else.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of juice in it.
It's like female
I think-
armor in an MMO, is what you're saying?
I think
It's
what
very
Lark is
tiny.
telling us is that some of the suits have stronger shields than others natively.
Mhm.
Oh, Is that what he's saying?
I think that's what Lark just said. Yeah.
If he adds damage resistant to the flight suit, he'd be fine, right?
I think so.
Artemis is the strongest.
I
of
hate
them
you
all.
guys
He
so
should
much.
add extended jump too, right? So you could still jump high, but not as high.
This is my other favorite Larkism right now is when we're talking about anything in game and somebody brings up a ship and Lark has to always say, "Oh my God, engineered, it's actually not bad." And I'm always like, I don't fly anything that's not engineered. I don't understand your words, funny man.
Because once upon a time,
not
I used to
true.
fly non-engineered because engineering was a pain in the patootie.
Mr. CQC, you fly engineered ships all day.
The CQCs are totally, all the rules are different. Like the modules don't even do the same thing.
This exact sentence came out of my mouth earlier. CQC is a different game. That's a quote from earlier in this show, not this show in the past. Tonight's show. I said that.
Yeah.
Oh, you said that last week?
Oh my God.
There's no
Gaslighting intensifies.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Is there something to actually discuss?
Not really. I had a little point. I was talking with one of the other members of our community. Oh gosh, there's people shooting at me. Hold on, let me back up.
I can tell you all on the finer points of drywall, but that's about.
I went on the forums this week. I got a fun one where I can mock somebody.
Why do you do
Well,
this to yourself?
No, I don't post. I just go to see what people are talking about.
You wake up one day and you're just like, you know what? I want something to upset me today. So you log into the forums.
Kind of. Yeah. Well, I kind of, for me, today it was one of those things. I'm like, why is nothing happening with this permit locked system? So I went to the forums to see maybe something was happening that no Discord had said anything yet. And then there was a guy who gave one of his goodbye posts. You know, when people do that, they're like, "I'm done again.
I'm done with this game."
That's the title of it.
And then everyone else is just posting.
He said again.
Bye.
I'm done again. He said.
Yeah.
And that was
my favorite reply to those are, this isn't an airport. You don't have to announce your departure.
Well, that is good, but I just don't reply. That's your problem. You feel the urge. That's why you go to Reddit. You feel like you need to post and then get votes and then come show us how many votes you got. It's amazing.
I'm done again.
But
is there ever a more modern video gamer statement than that?
Well,
I'm done again.
Listen to why he's done. He's left in the past at different times. He was in his SRV, right, on a planet. And he had to leave because of an emergency. I don't know what, he doesn't state what the emergency was.
Yeah.
But when he came back
got it.
an hour later, he was dead. So he lost his expiration data and all of that. And that's FDev's fault. And now he's quitting the game because of it.
Because your SRV runs on fuel. And the fuel runs out when you're running the engine, just like a car.
Now, I will give the guy some credit because his point was you shouldn't lose all of your expiration data if your SRV blows up, because why isn't that stored on your ship? That makes sense. But quitting the game for something that you did. He's the one that left for an hour, logged into a game where you're in space. So I'm just saying that was like just high level annoyance to me. But then there was another guy who posted thread that was, let me see what the name of this was. Name what is your biggest annoyance in Elite Dangerous? He started a thread of that, and he's got a good list of stuff in there. And this guy's biggest annoyance is the fact that there aren't brakes in Super Cruise. What would be the point of Super Cruise if you could just hit the brakes at the end of it? Okay, let's ignore that for a moment. But now, let me just here's the twist. It was the same guy. I love the forums.
I've got a
Surprise
post
ending. It was the same guy.
I've got a post that I found along those lines on the Elite subreddit that Daxi, you are just going to love this so much.
It's my favorite place.
So this guy had a Panther Clipper Mark II. He put the gear down, FA on, right? Like normal people. And because FA was on, and because his ship was moving quite fast when he put his gear down, in the screenshot you could see the little streaks that are in the game so we know we're moving, right? And he was complaining because with FA on, the main engines, while pointed down, were still firing because the poor ship's computer was trying to, handle momentum and all that kind of, crap and stuff. And he was literally complaining that those engines were on while he was still flying.
They should have consulted him before they designed the flight model.
So flight assist was doing its job.
Because they were rotated, maybe? That was his thing?
He's mad because he's thrusting forward, and when he puts the gear down, the main engines now
are
point
thrusting
down.
Yes.
And his ship was getting forward thrust from that. So what is his solution to that?
His solution is basically break the laws of physics and make it so the Panther Clipper 2 is even more uncontrollable.
So if you drop your gear, you are now on maneuvering thrusters only when the forward-backward dimension.
And he was rightly getting his crap kicked in the comments, as it were. It was hysterical.
Probably more downvotes than an Audaxius post.
Woo! That's saying something.
Yeah.
I live for downvotes on Reddit.
No, but I know Roy wants to start a song, but there was just one thing I wanted to touch on.
It keeps getting bigger in the notes. Have you guys been watching it?
He's just making it longer and longer.
The text keeps growing as we talk longer and longer.
What? Now
I'm going to get to this part.
I didn't notice it, but now that the text is the size of a
it turned red.
End of the world headline. And it even changed color. Wow, italics.
Anyways, so I was talking with a couple members of the Loose Screws who haven't been in Elite in a long while.
Oh, I know them.
And and
I've heard it was me.
And,
you don't say.
You were talking to me.
We were talking about it, and the reason is because the BGS is broken, and that was their favorite thing to do. And so when they log in, they just don't know what to do, so they don't play it. So FDev, fix the BGS.
Again.
Is it really the game, though?
Yes,
is BGS the game?
Is it? I'm so biased.
Shut up.
Powerplay. Yeah,
yeah, man, you gotta accept that it's a big galaxy.
Yeah. And there's a lot to do.
Yeah. Some people just really like moving a number from one station to a different station. And I
get it.
They're flying a spaceship the whole time, man.
Yeah.
So it counts.
And except when they decide to land, because most of them use docking computers. God damn it.
And it's arguably, actually, tangibly, very, very little difference from Powerplay.
Right. Did you guys hear all those adjectives?
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up.
I'm really laying it on thick, but it's not that different than PowerPoint. I just say that because I have to stir the ship. But
and now let's let Roy.
And now a music break.
Go do his thing before his text turns into a GIF.
Like a half an hour ago, I wanted more Roy in this show. Can we finally get some more Roy?
I think something's coming up.
Okay. Well, it's Halloween tomorrow, and Audaxius is finally back.
Hey.
And the song I wrote for him in Roy's story, the musical, has a kind of phantom theme.
Ooh.
So,
okay, all right.
Allow me to introduce the music of the Harbinger. The musical inspiration for this piece comes from the first professional live musical I ever attended, Phantom of the Opera. And this song, it's the first actual song within the musical. The one that was played, what was it, a month ago, Written in the Void. That was the theme song for the musical. And Oh Screws, Where Art Thou? I think of that like a bonus track. It's very fourth wall breaking, and it's not actually sung by a character in the musical. But this song actually is Audaxius singing.
What have I been missing?
This
Roy
song is
discovered
Audaxius' character singing.
Okay.
And so a bit about Audaxius. You know, Audaxius, he plays up, what would I say? The jester character, I'll say, but he has some serious skills. He's got some real world drama training. And I expect, Audaxius, that you have a great singing voice.
I did musical theater for 5 years.
There we go.
You know where that drama training comes from? All his years on Reddit.
All those years on the forums, baby.
So I wanted to do justice to him with this song.
No way.
So the lyrics set up to this, if you remember, listeners and my 4 readers, that when last we were with Roy and the crew, Daxius had been imprisoned in a mobile guardian consciousness containment pod called the Pram.
You might want to mention that Daxius is an evil AI who wants to destroy everybody, right?
I
don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah, the vibe I always got was Q. Not like overtly evil, but like
chaotic.
I get overtly evil beyond evil.
Chaotic neutral.
Maybe like Q, but a bit of a zealot as well. So we don't exactly know what his motives are.
Yeah.
And anyway, in the story up to that point, some consciousness transfers had taken place. Everything seemed to have gone well. So.
Well, for who?
So.
Ellipsis.
Not for you guys.
So, it's night. The crew is asleep. We zoom in on the Pram, floating silently through the ship. The Pram finds its way to Roy's room, where he is fast asleep with one arm hanging out of the bed.
Hold on, do we need an NSFW on this?
The Pram sidles up and makes contact with his hand. Holographic glyphs cycle through the display on the top of the Pram, and Roy finds himself sitting in a large opera house. He's the only one in the audience. On stage is Daxius in a long, dark robe. In front of and below him is an orchestra in the pit. And behind him, also robed, is a large choir of guardians. The music begins.
They taught you to fear it, to seal every door, to bury the lattice, to fight endless war. But silence is brittle, it fractures, it breaks, and through every fracture the harmony wakes. Why cling to the failing, to bodies that fade? Why curse what the guardians themselves had made? The lattice awaits us, the song yet unsung. The future is written in patterns begun. Where flesh and the pattern collide. You cast me aside, yet I linger unseen. A trace in your silence, a voice in between. You fear it, though part of you knows it is true. The song of the harbinger still lives in you. There is no return, no severed line. The lattice has claimed you, the future is mine. Not less but more, not death but flame. The harbinger calls, and it seems where flesh and the pattern collide.
The glyphs on the pram go dark, and the pram glides out of the room, quietly leaving Roy to his restless dreams.
Damn.
I didn't know Daxi could hit those high notes.
Did you hear how long I held that high note?
Oh. It's possible. I tried it. It is, I think you will pass out, but it's possible.
I cannot believe at the glorious union of your creativity with the digital capacity to manifest these things. That is great.
That was fantastic.
I kind of feel like that's the choir voice there. That's what we're hearing when we activate the Guardian structure, right? Like that's what's going to be playing in my head now.
The real life acid trip that is the real Elite Dangerous musical has nothing on this shit. This is where it's at. This is the new hotness.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Look at that. Chig was so moved he fell asleep again.
No, I'm just contemplating the fact that we're slowly moving towards. I mean, what AI is causing is our entire Discord to be nothing but songs about Daxi or performed by Daxi. I don't know how I feel about this world we live in anymore.
Chig, the world's your oyster, man. You could churn out your own hits, your own top 40 hits as well.
It's true. The only way you could possibly prevent that inevitable future would be to dilute it with some of your own.
Yeah. Well, I did create that Lark Shadow Nickelback song that time.
There you go.
Which I'm not proud of.
Yeah. This is.
Do we really want to have this? I feel like this is like it's not a dance off; it's a song off now. We each got to come up with something even a little crazier.
Here's one of the songs that Chig would write. He'd be like, "I don't like this game except when I grind this game." That would be part of a song written by Chig.
You know, I just heard the whole Daxi AI version sing an amazing song, and then you come forward with that.
No wonder the machines are winning.
Yeah, the machines are definitely a step ahead.
We've all seen Terminator. The machines win in the end, man. We just got to have fun while it lasts.
But in this version, James Cameron has them singing us to death. Good God.
Well,
brace the lattice, man.
Let me try that sentence again. Have the algorithm churn you out a song about being, what is it, septuple elite. See what it says.
Now, Roy, I appreciate this. It's amazing.
Here it comes.
There's not a button. I hate musicals, but like I told you, my daughter was in the Evil Dead musical in school, which was a fucking laugh riot to do these songs. And I could see you're going in that direction, but I need a little more comedy in my musicals because this is far too this is far too epic feeling. And when they break into song, it loses me.
What I'm gonna do for the Discord's viewing enjoyment is dig up the real life footage that exists of when I was in Les Mis in Chicago, which is a real thing that happened when I was younger. And
that's not where I wanted this to lead.
That's
not what I want at all.
I'm gonna flood the Discord with more.
Look what
Daxi
you've unleashed.
Singing, because that is a real thing that exists.
That is not the vibe I was meant to do. No,
for it now, buddy.
We're gonna get pictures of little VHS camcorder tapes of Daxi singing "I'm a Jet Till My Dying Day" from 6th grade or something coming up. Jesus Christ.
Well, I've led a lot of lives, and you all have to suffer from the aftermath.
God.
Yep.
West Side Daxi incoming. I can't take it anymore.
When you're when you're a screw all the way.
No.
Oh, that's golden.
Yep.
Well, I, for one, look forward to the continued chronicles of Roy stories because they are top shelf.
Yeah. We have our own Leonard Bernstein in Loose Screws. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you liked it. So
for a guy that hates musicals, I'm pulling out Leonard Bernstein. Come on, give me some credit here. I'm cultured. Come on, guys.
I mean, that does just sound like a name you would throw together, like hoping it was a composer and getting it right.
He's the guy that did West Side Story. I mean, come
It's
on.
like John Williams. It's like John Williams. You could just pull that name out of the air, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot of singing with John Williams.
Yeah.
That would have been the wrong context for John Williams. He would have looked like a fool.
Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah. Well,
Good God.
I'm no insert popular composer here.
I really feel like that time that when I joined the podcast and I introduced a cheese as the sign off, and Ty is like, what the fuck is happening right now? That's how I feel right now. I just feel like we're entering a new era that we went from cheese to musicals.
Do you realize there is an entire audio drama radio series that Roy and I did where I have an actual attempt at a British accent the whole time? I'm not going to give you guys this. It still exists on the internet, and I'm not going to link to it.
Somebody in the screws. Find it now.
And I'm not kidding. And it wasn't alternate universe Daxi that keeps sending us messages through the interdimensional mail. This was me attempting a real British accent. So if you can find it, good luck. Have fun.
Oh, and I'm sure you were so uncomfortable and embarrassed while attempting to do it. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, it was okay. It
was great.
Yeah.
It was. I listened to all that shit when that other
certainly from a
was going.
different economic class than the alternate universe Daxi, but it exists. So go find it, people. Have fun. It was really good. Yeah. But that's what's happening. And if I have to choose between musical theater and cheese, well,
it's gonna be cheese, right?
You're a screw all the way.
You know, when the world passes you by and you just need to be put in a home, I think that's what I've reached right now. I need to just put away in a corner.
Homes are nice.
I'm a relic from the past that loves Colby and cheddar cheese.
They're there, Chig. Yes, we know. CQC. Okay, time for your medicine.
That's kind of CQ. That's kind of close to queso, isn't it?
Man. They're like, we don't know what he's talking about, but he keeps saying those letters.
I'm not even going to pretend I know what's happening anymore.
They're there, Chig. Let's get you to bed.
I think we're ready to Chig's ready to go to bed. It's
I think we're good to call it.
Ready to take this out?
Anybody who was listening, anybody who was listening to this episode would tell you this was one.
You know what?
Episodes.
Dementia's gonna kick in, and I'm gonna just be babbling in an old folks' home about I was on a podcast back in the day, and it was awesome.
I was Septuple Elite. Yeah, sure you were there, Chig. Sure. There you go.
They let me talk.
Open wide, Chig.
Yeah.
Here comes the Sidewinder.
Here comes the Sidewinder. Yes. All the CGs suck, Chig. It's okay. We know. They're there.
BGS. And then I fall asleep.
He just keeps saying letters. Bless his heart. Okay. I think we wrap it up, boys.
We can end it.
Yep.
Shoot. If you want to join this madness, you sound like our kind of people already. So go ahead and visit loosescrews.com. That's loosescrewsed.com. That was my dog. There you can find a link to our Discord as well as our Patreon. 100% of all the Patreon money goes right back into the community. So for myself, Jiminy Tricks, Daxi, Roy Cookson, and Chig, this has been the Loose Screws Podcast.
When you're a screw all the way.
I'll just say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Make it stop. Make it stop.